some dynamic skills, run like a rabbit, told him think the schemes are ripping them, but that's life, right? Get fueled using the energy that life uses to try to get you to stir anger and anxiety inside. Use it instead to try to get what you want. Don't let it have a hold of you.
So, hey, y'all chicken lovers, this is Chicken Man back with more zombie killing on Notchster on Totem, because I figured after the success of last episode, we should, you know, go for a more simple approach to life and things. The 11:17 p.m. approach.
Collab. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so, just out of curiosity, what kind of things has, school been up for you, Liff?
Oh, I've actually played this map, hey.
Yeah. Good old this map.
Yeah. But anyways, welcome guys. I started my recording way later than you did, so...
Yeah.
So it's not prepared, but that does not matter. It works out. So anything you said in the very first minute there, until you took a break speaking, is like when you stopped to take a breath for a few seconds, that's when I started.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Welcome! I'm here with this person here. Hello.
Welcome to
Shazone. Shazone.
Yeah,
very interesting name. Where are people coming from? Hello.
Yep, Shazone is actually an interesting name. I get it as it's pretty much my main fantasy character is named that.
I see.
Which is funny since he hasn't actually been in any of the books yet, even though he's the main.
Well, time to add him.
Yeah. Definitely that.
Time to click +1. Okay, never
+1
mind.
him on Google Hangouts?
Sure. I had something lined up, but then when I was gonna say it, I thought about it right before I said it. I'm like, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. So I retracted my statement and then left awkward silence in its place.
Yep. So besides a regular Let's Play, you got two YouTubers that love to point out pretty much YouTube physics.
Physics of YouTube.
Yay.
YouTube is a place where you upload videos.
Yep.
Did you guys know that? New fact unveiled. New something. A 100% YouTube tips to make you to go to 1 million subs in an hour. Yep. There you go.
Videos are uploaded on YouTube. That is how you get to 1 million subs.
I
don't know. It's kind of funny, like, all the kids that, like, expect, you know, to, really get high on the rankings instantly, and I think we probably started out a couple years ago that gung-ho, but, like, now that it's been, like, 2 years, I imagine most of those people probably would have quit by now, but, you know, I hit 80 yesterday.
Nice. I was watching for that. I'm like, he's close to 80. Oh, hi!
Yeah.
There's a zombie here. Interrupted that. Anyways, yeah. I saw that. Very, very exciting moments. Because once you hit your first 100, it can either be a lot easier to grow, or it can just be the same exact struggle as it was before.
Yep.
Most of the time, it's easier to kind of grow, but it, like, depending on, like, what type of content you are and all that, it can be easier or harder depending on, you know, all of that stuff.
Yeah,
the great stuff that we call YouTube.
Imagine by this point in the game, it's pretty much, you know, word of mouth getting out there, since Jeezum Crow has the content come a ways. Quite the ways.
Oh, I found a zombie.
Yep, I found
There's one behind me.
It must be like Easter or something. Thanks for the gift.
Don't need those eggs, just need to find those zombies, you know?
Yep.
Why search for eggs when you can search for zombies? It's like the post-apocalyptic version of Easter.
Yeah.
You know? Like, don't search for those eggs, search for those zombies. There's a grenade somewhere.
Yeah, that's mine.
Thanks, game. I saw it on my notify me in the game, and I'm like, I might want to move.
Meh.
I mean, you know, you never know.
Yeah, you never know. Yeah. I think they took out them friendly fire though.
Okay, well that's good. That's good.
Yeah, the only thing is you still gotta watch out for your own.
Yeah. I like how we went from serious YouTube tips to just write out, you know, whatever randomness. Did I? Oh no,
Did
this
you what?
is.
Yeah, whatever.
Never mind.
Randomness.
Okay. Yeah, just random completely.
Yeah. That pretty much sums up us in a nutshell.
Yes.
Flip the switch.
Now back to serious YouTube tips. Okay, guys. So I don't know what to say.
Yay! Serious YouTube tips. I opened up the mystery box and such.
You kind of covered what I had about the stuff where it's like, you know, pretty much like no matter if you're like young or old, most people, you know, like you said,
Dad.
expect to get big. That's the reality. It's like, you know, if you're actually trying on YouTube and you are thinking you could, like, you want to kind of get big, then it's like, when do the zombies end? Okay,
probably the part that interests me most about them is like the people. I don't know how. Like it must be like a combination of like thumbnails and the giveaways and.
They caught me on the wall.
Success.
Yeah. Just it's kind of almost not necessarily disappointing, but kind of like a saddening fact when you start out, like after you start out YouTube and you've been on it for a while and you're actually trying to like seriously grow, and then you realize after the first like 2 months you realize that it's not just, oh, I started a YouTube channel, then I'm at 1 million subs in a month. It's like, oh, this takes some serious effort and time.
Yep.
Hello.
It's plenty fun. I mean, you definitely grow into it, and you definitely work for the thing. But kind of interests me, like you see a lot of these kids that pop up, and you know you subscribe to them. They're new 5 subs, and you know you want to help them along on the way. And then you check back like a month later, and they're already at like 1,000, 1,500 subs. And you know they're like, oh, doing so great. And then you know like 2 months later, they're just like, and I'm done because I didn't get successful. And it's just like, really?
Yeah, that's what annoys me is when people like I don't know if they've quit at this point. I haven't really checked back on their channel, but I did have a friend who kind of did that. Like basically I was bigger than them, and then they like surpassed me, and then like a couple months later like, yeah, I'm quitting YouTube, I'm not like getting anywhere. And it just kind of like blows my mind to think like, oh, I've been sitting at kind of the same general area for so long, but then someone gets up to a certain point, they're like, they don't grow for a month, and they're like, yep, I'm done, not getting anywhere, YouTube sucks, it doesn't work, YouTube's a lie, and then they give up, and it's like, okay.
Yeah, that pretty much sums up seeing a lot of that. Or it's kind of funny, like probably the other funny one is like the people that, like immediately like use sub counts to judge how good a channel is.
Yeah, that's the thing is like, also like you say that, like I thought about that too at first, like sub count was everything, but like once you get past the realization that sub count isn't everything and that doesn't do anything, just to have 1 million subscribers and no views, that doesn't do anything. Because then once you realize that, you can look at channels, you can see like channels who have maybe 1,000 subscribers or 2,000 subscribers or something, and they get like maybe 15 views a video, and it's like, yeah, you know they did something that wasn't, you know, legit completely.
Yeah. Probably the other things is like the bunch of clickbaity channels, and they're just like, oh, that must mean that these guys are the best, and it's like, nah, like I don't mind the big boys, and the big boys can be good, like, you know what I mean by like the big boys, like PewDiePie and all of them, but the thing I find is that there is most certainly better channels around that get no attention whatsoever.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing, is that's what I like. Okay. Oh, no.
Well, you've proven yourself better than me.
That's what I like about people like Jacksepticeye who are just like brutally honest about like YouTube and all that. Like, he just kind of says like, I know I'm not the best person out here. There are people that are plenty like 10 times better than me, but have like no subs, no views, nobody pays attention to them. And it's kind of very disappointing to hear the fact that it's like, you know, the fact that there's probably way better people out there than the people you even watch, but then it's like, you know, yeah. Okay, then it's like, man, like they aren't anywhere, and to think you could be one of those people that could end up being, you know, I'm not saying to like be like egotistical, but like you could end up being kind of one of those general people who are one of the really good people, but you're just completely unnoticed. And it's just kind of saddening to think like you could be the best YouTuber in the world, but you would not get noticed. It's just kind of like, in the respect that like not the most subs or no most views, just in the respect that you're good with your videos, like your videos are really entertaining or something. It's just very disappointing to kind of think about.
Probably the other thing is like I'm not certain if it's like a lot of the big boys on the block. I know it's at least a couple of the big boys on the block. Like you can tell in their videos they don't really put like a lot of effort in. Like the ones that you realize like all the editing is literally hired out and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, once again, not to add on to like the same thing, but that's why I kind of like people like Jacksepticeye more, and like rather than people like PewDiePie. PewDiePie doesn't really play games anymore, but like for the aspect like when he did play games, he just would like he started having like not a lot of fun with it and couldn't really like find jokes to say, so he just started like putting a lot more editing into it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, well, that just kind of ruins it when you completely over edit the thing. So it's like, yeah,
you know, a lot of it actually goes into the philosophy, which I did in my newest inspirations episode, but it was because this one thought I had in my mind for the past couple days, and you know, it kind of makes sense. Like would you say a lot of people like strive to be the greatest and the best, right?
Yeah.
Well, what's better? Which one's better? People that strive to be the best, or people that see where they have faults, so they just strive to be better than themselves and don't care about being the best or the greatest?
I say definitely the fact that it's like looking at your faults and fixing them and trying to be the best yourself you can be, rather than, you know,
the best
being the best around. Because that's a big thing. Like, you know, obviously neither of us are like huge YouTubers that could say really anything that was like, oh yeah, this is what you do to get big on YouTube, because nobody knows that. I mean, sure, like stuff like clickbait can help, but it's like not 100% like, yeah, that's like how you get big is clickbait or whatever, you know. It's I don't know. I've like literally lost my train of thought in the middle of the sentence.
Yeah, I like sub count kind of lost pretty much most meaning to me after a while. Like the things that I've cared about more about YouTube is not like the sub count I keep track of as like a hey, look at this, but now I measure success on like meeting people like you and Liam and, you know, good subscribers like, Gaming XP's been a real trooper of a subscriber. Like, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's kind of same with me. Is I kind of rank it on like, kind of like almost like crap. Of like with a little bit of views and like the fact with like big oh my gosh, my game is lagging hard right now.
Oh, interesting. The dogs actually killed me. Huh.
But yeah, usually I kind of measured mine on like kind of like views and see like how many views am I getting, but like not mostly on views, kind of if I'm having like a regular kind of like consistently flow of people who are consistently watching my content. It's kind of more of what I look for.
Yeah, definitely that is the absolute best thing to have, is like it's great when you got people that are coming back. And you know, they just come back and I can't help but like like just like thank you guys for like those kind of people. Like especially like both of us in the highlights, that's probably part of the thing is it's interesting because we both know that we watch each other all the way through on the highlights, and it's interesting to see like what someone else thinks about your work.
Yeah, sometimes like crap, that's the wrong button. That's not the walk button. Sometimes like when you're like watching back the highlights, personally for me, it's kind of sometimes like not like, okay, well this is kind of make it sound over dramatic, kind of like, okay, I'm gonna lessen the dramatic. It kind of makes you sometimes like if you edit something and you think, oh, this is gonna be really funny and this is gonna be like, they're gonna put this in, they're gonna love this, and then you watch it back and it's not in and you're like, what? Like huh, like I thought that was really funny, but then you realize not everybody has the same sense of humor, and it's like you could find it the most hilarious thing, but everybody else thinks it's really stupid. And it's like, wow, like looking at like what kind of stuff, like some stuff you're like, yeah, I could see why they put that in there, like, you know, but other stuff it's like, wow, I'm kind of surprised like how my opinion varies to theirs or to other people's on, you know.
Oh, alrighty then. That grenade went flying.
Cause that's why I always advertise the fact that, like, you know, this is basically like to people who are watching. I always advertise it, at least on my channel, that it's a series where basically you can see it from someone who would basically like. It's not like none of it is about like, oh, we're friends, so it's like, oh, you're gonna be biased towards like me for like what you put in, because like I don't tell you what to put in. You just download the videos and like edit it. So it's like you can kind of see like almost what you might find funny. Like obviously it's going to be different for people, but like you can kind of see what might be more interesting to you in the videos compared to, you know,
Plus,
what I think.
The other sweet thing about it is like there's the people that we definitely know this with our high school life and final and all that, but like the people that don't have like the time of day to watch our videos all the way through sometimes, and highlights are nice to, you know, just like on the weekend, that's just like, oh, okay, so that's what I missed, and I like this one, maybe I'll watch this video instead of, oh geez, I don't have time to watch this guy's week, so I'm just not gonna even, you know, look over the other way.
Yeah, that's why I try and make mine, like, at the most is occasional 20-minute videos, but try and make mine like short, so then like that fact, like people don't go like, oh well, I'm sorry, but I'm cutting you out for my for like my favorite YouTubers, like you know, I like your content, but I'm cutting you out like this video because, you know, it's 20 minutes and I only have time to watch, you know, a few videos, and I'm gonna choose my like the people I like more over you. So it's like, you know, try and make it shorter, so then it's like, okay, well then even, you know, they can go like, okay, well this is only 10 minutes or this is 5 minutes, you know, I can fit that in.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Like sometimes a recording session just goes on for too long, but when that Oh lord. Okay, Ow. Ow, I got hit by my own grenade. Don't worry, Fire Sport's gonna be coming in just a second.
Yeah, personally for me, like, videos like this where we're just kind of talking and it's like more of like serious kind of like almost YouTube tips, it's like I have no idea like what to like edit it down. Like if it's like a half an hour, I literally have no idea how to edit it down.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what to edit out because some of it I find is like crucial stuff and I'm like, well, I could edit this out, but I think it's very important, like something even though we're not huge they could use. So it's like, oh, what do I do?
Probably the thing that sometimes I do is I honestly don't care about like if I'm one video's a week, like I'm hits 30 because I'm sometimes it's like, okay, this one hits 30, let's try and get this closer to 6 rather than 10 and little stuff like that.
Yeah, that's usually what I go for as well, but it's just kind of the fact is thinking like I sit like through a half an hour worth of content, and I'm constantly, personally for me, I'm constantly thinking when I'm making the videos, how can I make this, like, what can I do in this moment to like either do editing or just make it more interesting just by talking, or what can I say so I don't like just sit here in silence and it's like, hey, how are you today? That's pretty good, it kind of wrong button. Nope. I was thinking, hey, maybe I had time for that, but...
Perfect, I think that'll probably, be the time to end,
Yep. I was hoping I just had that couple extra seconds to do that, but, because I clicked the wrong button and it made me move and cancel the reviving.
Perfect timing. Sometimes you just gotta end,
Yes, very true. Very true. This went on much more longly than I expected.
Yeah. Yeah,
and don't correct me on my grammar, that was on purpose.
It's fun. Sometimes it's nice to have a chill night, chill night, late night particularly, with someone. Serious talks are nice, and it's kind of interesting. Like two people, and they like have like intellectual talks, and really think deep. I mean, we obviously didn't think, like a deep, like some kind of 1970s movie around a campfire deep, but...
What? Is there... What is... I can just feel... What the heck? I can feel like something vibrating under my...
Interesting.
What is... What the heck?
Yeah, that sounds most interesting.
That was weird. There's something just like vibrating under my desk. I don't know what it is.
Huh, that's probably the most interesting way to end a video. Think
I'm just gonna, ignore that happening.
Yeah, anyhow, I'm gonna cut this here. Thank you guys for watching. If you're, y'all's be new around here, please subscribe. If you haven't checked out WitherNation by this point, please do that. Just give them a look over. If you like him, please definitely subscribe to Wither. And any comments for you?
Yeah, once again, how you said subscribe to me, go check out, for my view, go be sure to check out Epic Productions, Chicken Man's channel. It's an interesting place. You can maybe find some interesting games that I don't do, that he does, that you can find very watchable videos. I don't know how else to phrase what I'm trying to say. Yeah. I always make the sentence awkward.
Variants, definitely variants in the games, motivational content.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then awkward silence.
just completely awkwardly ruins it at the end.
Yep. Anywho, before we have another awkward silence, guys, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and see y'all chicken lovers. This is Chicken Man out.